It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Clippers, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the small forward position. And with a grueling season ahead, Steve, we're already seeing load management for a number of players.
Kevin, player health is #1 on everyone's mind. Load management, some people agree, some people don't. But minimizing injuries has become a focal point for this league.
Clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Clippers. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. That's short off the rim. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Bledsoe against McCollum. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And that bully ball mentality of Bledsoe, a rugged guard with outstanding body control. Fantastic finish. And the length that Batum provides on the wing, Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Clippers now. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Now the pass to George. Batum, a screen on Powell. Outside, Batum buries it from 3-point range.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
McCollum against Bledsoe. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. And it's good from the elbow.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
Lillard against Jackson. Into the lane. Outside for Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got 6 points.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan. Offensively, so far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Zubac. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
And really a high flyer with those go-go gadget arms. Bledsoe right on top of that shot, making an impact at the defensive end. Oh, great ball movement there.
Lillard looking around. 1:31 left in the first. Passes it to Powell from downtown. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. And here are the Clippers. They've got a 13-2 run going. Here's Jackson. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Bledsoe kicks to Zubac. McCollum against Bledsoe. Here's Jackson, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Covington a screen on Jackson. Three-pointer, Lillard. Batum grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jackson finds Bledsoe. George against Powell. Right side, George. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. What a great connection between the Blazers and these Portland fans, Greg. Damian Lillard made clear how much they mean to him.
You know, I think what we're doing with our team, how we're approaching each game and how we're, playing with that desire that you need to play with, we getting that reciprocity from our fans. They bring that energy every night. Us doing what we're doing and giving them a little bit more, they just keep taking it to a different level. So the energy and the excitement is just on a different level.
It is, I agree, and the Blazers have certainly given them plenty to cheer for.
And teams more than ever appreciating the impact of a loud home crowd. It just gives you a lift.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Norman Powell is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Zeller, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Ibaka, Nance with the rebound.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance. And as good as his offense has been, Norman Powell's calling card since he entered the league is his defense.
And it's Lillard missing. Clippers leading by 9. Pass to Jackson. Ibaka with the screen on Lillard. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Here's Kennard. And it's Portland with the rebound. And Smitty, what makes Powell such a great defender? Clearly he has the tools.
Yes, Kevin. He has good awareness, that's one. Lateral quickness, and he's very physical, and he puts that 6'11" wingspan to use.
Three-pointer, Simon. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Mann, guarded by Powell, and the dunk by Winslow.
Not the tallest wing you're going to find, but Winslow very explosive.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Mann's trying to break loose. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. Powell, the pass to Simons. 5 on the clock. Lillard from outside.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley?
Take a break.
He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And the first one drops.
I love the energy and effort Winslow brings to the court. If he continues to play hard, I think he'll be around for a long time.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Powell, and McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. He's off on the second. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Bledsoe against McCollum. Back to Nance. And the pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
There's Winslow. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Mann. And Portland with a change here too. Nurkic is checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nurkic with the block. Nance with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
Ibaka with the screen on Nance. George looking around. Spiked it away. Here's Simons. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 30 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Nurkic. Over Kennard. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Nurkic.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum outside. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Shaq, were there certain player matchups that gave you, I guess, extra motivation?
Well, whoever would make the biggest headline after I put them on the post, Ernie, because you know me, I'm trying to get these legs up, wrap them around you, and, you know, I want you to talk about me, Ernie.
You never put me on a poster.
It wasn't worth the effort. No one knew you were there.
Well, I didn't want your legs wrapped around me anyway.
And time now to acknowledge what was a tremendous half of play for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. Their ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 11-point game. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Jackson is out there at Bledsoe. And it's George in at the three. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And stolen by Lillard. He kicks to Covington. Here's Nurkic. Can't hit from 12. Clippers leading by 8.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Here's Zubac, and the shot is good. Zubac has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Offline with his three. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
5 to shoot. And George, here we go, lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the drive. And the basket by McCollum.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
Bledsoe outside. Zubac with the screen for Bledsoe. And Covington sends it back. McCollum against Jackson. Kicks it out to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for Portland. So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Winslow comes in for Nicholas Batum. Mann subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And Portland with a change here, too. Cody Zeller's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Mann passes to George. Ibaka with a screen on Powell. And George, here we go. Oh, that's blocked. Lillard outside. Fires the three. And with the rebound.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Jackson. No good that time. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Passes it to Mann. Ibaka in the post. He's against Zeller. Ibaka, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Lillard. 59 seconds left to play in the third. The pass to Pop. Takes the three. The Clippers grab the miss. Mann's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Ibaka. Powell against Jackson. Passes to Ibaka. Over Zeller. Ibaka, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
And that one's good, George. George has got 11 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Lillard outside. Zeller, a screen on Jackson. Lillard, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The throw good. Damian Lillard. Both shots good from the stripe.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
That one, no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Zeller is out there with Nance. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2. Fans, and honestly, sometimes even us broadcasters especially can overlook defense, Steve, especially when it comes to guards.
It's hard to spot great defensive guards, but Eric Bledsoe, Kevin, is certainly one of those guys. Very strong on the ball. He's been a first-team all-defensive member. Remember, back in 2019-20 season, Bledsoe was a key part of the Bucks' D, which was first in the league in team defensive rating.
And he knocks down the first one.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland, trailing by 5. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, Lillard always commits to his shot, so he sticks with it despite the foul and gets it off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Free throw is good from Lillard.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Bledsoe against Lillard. Lets it go from 14. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
With the drive, and then jam him down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Screen by Zubac. There's Winslow. Nurkic with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
George is checked in for Justice Winslow. Portland also making some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Zeller. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anfernee Simons. And here's George for three. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And that range makes McCollum hard to defend because if you're too close, you know about his ability to go by you and get to his spots.
Zubac finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. Back to Zubac. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, with Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
One shot.
Portland trailing here. And there's the pass to Nance. The three from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Powell against George. Zubac a screen on Powell. George passes to Zubac. Yep, it counts. Zubac has got 5 points in the quarter.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
McCollum against Batum. McCollum kicks to Nance. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Zubac a screen on Lillard. Jackson drives in. Back to Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What gritty determination. Love watching Norman Powell stay with his shot and get the call.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Norman Powell is a veteran in this league. He plays to his strengths and rarely tries to force things.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And George, here we go. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Batum with the steal. Inside. And there's Paul George on the assist from Batum. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead. Jackson against Lillard. Kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Zubac. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Batum passes to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shot clock at 5. And George kicks to Jackson. Shoots over Lillard. And that one hits back iron.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And we've seen Lillard take over games. Tonight, no exception. The defense has simply had no answer for this man.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Powell against George. No good. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here is Lillard, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Justice Winslow out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 slot. Here's Bledsoe. Got a piece of it. Nance outside. It's Covington on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. Covington's got the first basket here in overtime for Portland.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
Pass to Winslow. Now the dish to Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. To the inside. Zeller. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
So, for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Justice Winslow. Paul George comes in for Mann. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. And Portland with a change here, too. Powell's checked in. George against Powell. Now, here's George. Not a lot of room. It's stolen by Nance. Lillard outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. McCollum finds Powell. From 13, again, the Trailblazers score.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Nurkic checked in for Zeller. He's perfect from the line this time.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Here's Lillard. Going inside, and Lillard throws it down.
And that's a great move by Lillard. Quick and decisive. Doesn't waste time on the attack.
Powell against George. Outside Jackson. With the teardrop. The shot misses. Good D by McCollum. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. And George with the stop.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And he commits the intentional foul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Shooting two.
the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Clippers with the ball.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Jackson from long range. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so they foul intentionally.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know, versatile guys like Covington are a real asset to their team. Whatever you need, Covington is ready to do for you. Threes, rebounds, defense. This guy does it all.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So the Trailblazers win it. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.